All right. Think I'm live. Let me check. You guys know I always got to check to make sure that we're streaming the way we're supposed to be doing it. I remember one time, man, I thought I was live. Man, I was cooking. I had did a lot of good teaching and everything. Went back to check the video, man, and found out that I wasn't even live. It was crazy. All right, so give me a minute. I'm here looking at some things. All right, just trying to make sure we're live on our different platforms. I actually stream live to two TikTok profiles and also two YouTube channels. Okay, so it looks like we're live. All right, guys. So I'm not going to be on this video long, but what I'm gonna do is I want to just show you guys something that I'm adding to the repertoire. Okay, um, working on this right now. Um, okay. And you know, one of the things that we're doing here, um, when it comes from publishing at Modern Frontier Publishing, is that I am looking to either secure or for me to create different training and courses around information that's not readily available out there. So we're trying to set ourselves apart, and this is something, man, that I've been fascinated with for years, man. Even as a kid, I used to always order reports, courses, and books from the back of magazines, or I would go to the library and dig for those obscure books to try to find that information that wasn't readily available to everybody. And one of the things I had ran into years ago, man, I'm talking about almost 30 years ago, was a niche in a business model called the Finder. And basically, in the Finders space, what you do is you get paid money for introducing two different parties together. And this has always been a underground niche space. This is a lot, still to this day, you don't hear a lot being said about this business model. And basically, the way the business model works is, let's say, for instance, I know where there is some raw material. Okay. I know where there's some raw material. There's a manufacturer, distributor, somebody that has a certain raw material. All right. But then I also know where there is a manufacturing company that's looking for that raw material or would be looking for that raw material or has to buy that raw material already at a certain cost and they're looking to save on that raw material. And as a finder, since I know where the raw material is at and the person that's the manufacturer that's creating the raw material, and I also know where the manufacturer that's looking or already buying the raw material are at, I can introduce those two parties together up under a finder's agreement where they agree to compensate me a specific agreed upon amount if they enter into a deal. All right. And this is what you call arbitrage. And that's what you do as a finder. And you can get paid a one time fee, or you can structure it in your deal to get paid a small percentage off of every transaction from that point going forward. And so that's one way that you can do it. Now, a second way is, and the actual course that we're putting together is called the Dealmakers Academy. And what we did was we went out and we researched a lot of different courses. We went through a lot of them. We secured certain rights to certain courses, and then we took that information and we took that old world information that was from 30 years ago and we pulled from it, and then we combined that with modern strategies and software and things like that. And we were able to create our course, the Dealmaker Academy, built off of the foundation of courses that was created by industry insiders back in the day that you would never find about, or you would have to spend out a lot of money to get access to that information. All right. So that's what we got with the Dealmakers Academy. And so inside the Dealmakers Academy, there's three different business models in a sense. One is a finder, and that's what I just talked to you guys about. One is what we call a procurement specialist. So let's say, for instance, like at my old job that I used to work for a manufacturing plant. And we used to have to order these disposable earplugs for our employees to wear when they hit the floor. And them guys would go through a lot of those earplugs throughout the week. But that was an ongoing supply that had to happen there. So some company out there had a contract with my factory to service and deliver these earplugs. So as a procurement specialist inside of the Dealmakers Academy, you would learn how everyday men and women are out there working with different companies to help them source certain supplies that they need on a regular basis. And for doing so, you collect a fee to do that, either a one time fee for introducing them or an ongoing percentage of the transaction whenever they reorder. All right, that's under procurement. And this again is a little known business model that's out there. You can make $500,000 introducing two parties, or you can make thousands and thousands of dollars on putting together a deal where there's a consistent transaction taking place that you're making money off of. Okay. And then the last business model inside of the Dealmakers Academy is what we call joint venture. You probably heard it before. And basically, as a joint venture specialist, what you'll be doing is you'll be again introducing two parties. Let me kind of give you an example. All right. It's getting close to Valentine's Day. So you know of a jeweler, a jewelry company, and you know of a florist, right? And so you take the florist and the jewelry company, you introduce them to them, you put them together, and you explain to them that they can make money doing a joint venture. And basically, what they would do is they would create an offer or a deal for their customers, and each one of them would market that deal to their mailing list. So the florist will take the deal and market it to their mailing list, and the jeweler would take the deal and market it to their mailing list. So the jewelry company customers would get a chance to purchase flowers, and the florist customers would get a chance to purchase jewelry for their loved ones. And then, as a joint venture specialist or broker, you would make money in between. So you would get paid some type of upfront fee, and then you can also negotiate where you get a certain percentage of all transactions that take place based or around your introductory that you did. Okay. So very, very, very powerful business models. These are business models that anybody can run from anywhere in the world. You don't need any money to do that. And oh yeah, and we got one more in there that I forgot to talk to you. We call it a snooper. All right, where you go around your local market. Like here, I live in probably about 40 minutes outside of St. Louis, Missouri. And so we have access to all of St. Louis and all the surroundings. So we're talking about millions and millions of people when you talk about the whole surrounding area. And basically, what I would do is I would work my area and I would go out and do what they call snooping, going out and just walking around the neighborhood, visiting with businesses and introducing myself and letting them know if they have anything that they're trying to get rid of, whether it's heavy equipment, let's say dead stock or inventory. It could be certain supplies, anything that they're trying to get rid of, that I would be willing to talk with them about helping them get rid of that. And basically, with this type of business model, either you're going to wrap up the deal, you're going to get an option on it, or get a right to be able to sell it. Sometimes you might even just outright purchase whatever it is. And then what you're going to do is you're going to flip it. Okay. You're going to make money off of what we call hidden assets, things that are just sitting there that a business wants to get rid of or they need to get rid of, but they haven't been able to figure out how to get rid of it. All right. So we call that snooping, just walking around your neighborhood snooping. So I'm excited, guys. I'm excited about the Dealmaker Academy. I'm excited about these different business models. Again, regardless of your age or your location, you don't even need any money. You can get started with this with just a basic one-page website. And if you want to go get some business cards, you can do that. And then you could just get out and about and start just making connections, man. This is a business that's all about connections. So I'm excited. So guess what, guys? Inside the Freedom Bundle, you're going to get access to the Deal Makers Academy, which is a full training and a course that's going to break down this business model to you and just give you a blueprint of how to go out here and get started with that. So as you guys can see, I'm giving you guys a ton, insane amounts of value inside this launch package. All right. inside this launch package. So make sure you keep your eyes on my profile. If you want to just tap into it, just go over to orvaljparker.com. That's going to redirect you to my Facebook profile. And I use it kind of like a website or a blog. So do that and then always access it that way. And you'll see all the content that I put out. And we're probably about a day away from launching, man. I got to get all this converted over, get this ebook compiled here. This will be the fourth one in the bundle so far. And then we got to finish up with the sales page today. And then we're going to try to make this thing live today or tomorrow at the latest. You guys will be able to go in and get access to the bundle for $49.97. It's going to be over 750 pages of training when you get done with the 4 different ebooks. And you're going to have everything that you need to do in there right now to get prepared for our whole preparedness system that we have. We want to get you in shape, get you healthy. So we have a really good course under the Core 90 brand that we created that's going to show you how to go in and use body weights to get yourself in shape. We kind of modeled this off of the Navy SEALs body weight program, but we added our own to it, added a hybrid to it that's really, really cool. And then we also have a course in there called Surviving the First 90 Days. And this is under our preparedness leg. And we show you how and what to do if something was to happen majorly and disrupt your life. And then from there, we move over to self-reliance. We have different information that we're giving you guys so you don't have to be financially reliant on the system anymore. And we're showing you how to go out here and how to make money off of different business models. So that way you can start getting free. You can fund what you're doing with your prepping. You can fund different income streams to pay down debt and to also start to create your escape plan from the 9 to 5. And then our last leg is the freedom leg, where we just want to have a whole lot of content and different ideas that we're going to bring you guys, to you guys, showing you how everyday men and women out here are living free. They're choosing to restructure and reapproach their lives in a different way. Some of them are downsizing, some of them are moving, some of them are walking away from their jobs, starting businesses. Just a whole lot of cool things is being done that's setting them free, and we're going to be sharing that with you guys too. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, man. Just wanted to let you guys know, and let me kind of show you. Let me do this right here. Or I'm gonna go in and kind of show you guys a little bit of this. So here is the Deal Makers Academy, and guys, this is only 5 modules out of 12 that's here. This is just to kind of show you guys. This is just one module, all right, here out of 12 that I'm taking from here, and I'm putting it inside of an ebook format here. All right, so that's what I'm working on today. So that way, what you're going to be able to do is when you guys purchase that ebook bundle, you're going to get access to this course. It's really cool. You can read it on your computer, or you can print it out, make notes, mark it up. Free updates forever. So if you purchase a bundle for us, every time we go in and update that ebook, that's going to be free. And when we add new courses and new training to this bundle, if you're one of our founding customers, you're going to get free updates for life. So that's why I would advise you guys to go ahead and jump in. We're giving you so much value right now for a ridiculous low price. And then you're going to also have a 50% affiliate program tied to that, where you can immediately go out and start sharing your link in your social profiles. And whenever somebody decides to come over here and purchase the Freedom Bundle, you're going to get paid a 50% commission. So in this case, since our bundle is 50, you get paid 20, right at $25 for it. All right, really, really cool. But this is the Deal Makers Academy that I'm putting together right here. And it's going to be a banger, man. It's going to be another banger. All right, so Orville J. Parker, a.k.a. Coach. All right, let me go ahead and get off this video and get back to work, and I'll catch you guys on next video. God bless.